Hey guys, it's Tom Reisenthal here. Something that you might not know about me is I am something of a cinephile. I watch a lot of movies when I'm not running my highly successful YouTube channel. Someone sent me this video that Dunkey, Videogamedunkey, made, 100 movie recommendations in 1 minute, where a bunch of brief shots from 100 movies run by. A bunch of people are complaining in the comments of this video that they don't know what each one is. These people are smooth brains. I guarantee that I'll know at least 80% of these. We're going to go through frame by frame. You don't need to check these. I guarantee that if I say what it is, I know exactly what it is, and I won't lie to you if I don't know what it is. We're going through this at 0.25 speed. Let's go. I'm pausing it so I can talk about it. First shot is Throne of Blood, Akira Kurosawa's take on Macbeth, starring Toshiro Mifune. Second shot, George Valentine, that's The Artist, which is a pretty basic movie. Harvey Weinstein produced the movie, or at least got the distribution at the Cannes Film Festival, and it went on to win Best Picture. It's not a good movie. Next, we have, that's of course William Holden in the swimming pool in Sunset Boulevard, Billy Wilder's 1950 noir masterpiece. Moving on, we have a crowd of people. They appear to be Asian. I actually don't know what this movie is. If I had to guess, I would say Hiroshi Teshigara's Face in the Crowd, but I'm not. I don't know. So this is one I don't know. The next one, Seven Samurai, another Akira Kurosawa movie. Probably his most famous classic. Next, we have Charlie Chaplin in Modern Times with the Cogs. This is, of course, Citizen Kane, the famous sled Rosebud. Spoiler alert. It's another Akira Kurosawa Toshiro Mifune film, Yojimbo, which was, of course, the inspiration for Fistful of Dollars, I believe, the Sergio Leone film. That's The Apartment, Jack Lemmon, another Billy Wilder film. It's, of course, Raging Bull. It's Clerks, which is an embarrassing pick by Kevin Smith. Not a good movie. Basic pick. It's, of course, Eraserhead, which is a based pick, the David Lynch film. Dr. Strangelove, General Jack D. Ripper, the character in that, smoking a cigar. Played by the wonderful Sterling Hayden. There we have Psycho. Anthony Perkins there. This next one, I recognize the shot, but I can't name the movie. This next one, I almost want to just guess that it's some sort of Bergman film, perhaps even Persona. But I'm not entirely positive. This next one is La Dolce Vita, the Federico Fellini movie. That next film with the spiral staircase, I don't know. The one after that, however, I do recognize that as Lawrence of Arabia, the David Lean film. It's, of course, Star Wars, The Sandcrawler, Midnight Cowboy, starring John Voight, who I met one time, actually. It's RoboCop. It Follows, kind of A24 core kind of thing. I'm starting to sense a pattern of basic film bro energy from Dunkey, which is disappointing but not exactly surprising. It's Die Hard. Now, this one, I'm 99.999% sure, so I'll just go ahead and say that this is Sonatine by Takeshi Kitano. I'm not positive about this one, so I'm not going to say anything. I would guess A Simple Plan by Sam Raimi, but this is one I don't know. WALL-E is the next one. It's, of course, La La Land. Kind of one perfect shot core kind of like energy here. It's The Incredibles, of course. Jurassic Park with the helicopter. What's that called? Lion King. Up. Lots of Disney movies here. Monsters, Inc. So this next one, very interesting. That is actually it's kind of a tricky thing. It's a shot from the film Hanabi, or Fireworks, also by Takeshi Kitano. I believe the painting here of the penguins with the flower heads was actually done by Kitano himself, which is quite interesting. He's actually a fantastic painter. The next shot is, of course, The Exorcist. That's the famous shot from it. This is Eyes Wide Shut, Stanley Kubrick, the great Christmas film. This next film is Age of Innocence, directed by Martin Scorsese. You can see Daniel Day-Lewis actually on the left side of the frame. The film after that is, of course, Inception, which isn't a great movie. It's, of course, Ponyo by Hayao Miyazaki. Porco Rosso, another Miyazaki film right after. This one with the cogs here, I don't know. I have a couple of guesses, but nothing concrete, so we're going to skip that one. This is another one that I almost feel like I recognize. Oh, never mind. I just got it. It's this is I'm Thinking of Ending Things. I almost thought it was a glass at first, but it's actually a car that has snow falling on it, so it's I'm Thinking of Ending Things, the Charlie Kaufman film, which is available on Netflix. Harry Potter and the Prisoners of Azkaban, the Alfonso Cuarón movie. It's, of course, Almost Famous, Cameron Crowe. It's fine. The immediate thing when you see someone with a camera is thinking that it's Rear Window and that it's a Hitchcock film. But if you actually look in the reflection of the lens there, you can see that it's actually two characters from Chinatown. This is a shot from Chinatown. Interesting fact, if the actual reflection in a lens like that would actually be upside down. So Polanski made a little mistake there. One of many mistakes he's made. Now this one is Rear Window. This one's Playtime, the wonderful Jacques Tati film. Godfather Part 2 is the next one. You can see Michael Corleone standing on his property on Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Raiders of the Lost Ark is the next one. Of course, Alice in Wonderland. Lilo and Stitch. The Little Mermaid. This one is Suspiria, with the blue kind of velvet curtains, which is interesting because immediately you see Blue Velvet and you think the film Blue Velvet by David Lynch, and then the next shot afterwards that he picks is the Silencio, the shot of Clip Silencio from David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. It is interesting. He's kind of playing with the sort of interplay between these different shots in a very similar way to, obviously not as sophisticated, to what Jean-Luc Godard was doing in the 1980s with some of his more out there sort of experimental video projects. The next film, I really don't know. Neither do the next one. It might be kind of a mid-tier kind of 1990s Western, but I'm not familiar with it. This is obviously a Sergio Leone film. I'm going to guess Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That is my final answer on that one. It's, of course, Toy Story. Two silhouettes riding into the sunset. It's not Unforgiven. It's Django Unchained is what it is. Yes, it's Django Unchained. This is, of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Mad Max, Fury Road, Stalker, the wonderful film by Andrei Tarkovsky. This next shot, I don't actually know. It has a very intense kind of J-horror feeling. I wouldn't be surprised if it was some sort of film by Takashi Miike or Kiyoshi Kurosawa from the 1990s or earlier 2000s, perhaps Pulse or something like that. But I don't know. This shot of the green alleyway. Actually, you know what? That's the Matrix. I feel pretty. I'm gonna say that's the Matrix. Yeah, that's the Matrix. This next one is Dawn of the Dead, George Romero's classic. One after that is Hot Fuzz. One after that is Paddington with the pop-up book, Ratatouille. That's a shot gearing up towards the climax of Martin Campbell's 2006 take on James Bond, Casino Royale. That's Fellowship of the Ring. Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man movie entitled Spider-Man. Blade Runner. Vertigo. Zodiac by David Fincher. Here we have another David Fincher, Seven. Parasite is the next film. Again, very basic kind of stuff Dunkey's picking here. Most people should know this. Social Network is the next one. That's another Hayao Miyazaki film, My Neighbor Totoro. With them standing, waiting for the bus in the rain. The classic shot of Robert Forster in Quentin Tarantino's film Jackie Brown. Marlon Brando from Apocalypse Now. Whiplash, another film everybody's seen. It's, of course, the back of Willem Dafoe ushering the cranes in the film The Florida Project by Sean Baker. Another Miyazaki film, Kiki's Delivery Service, with her on the flying broom. Little Miss Sunshine with Alan Arkin there on the left, and Paul Dano and Steve Carell. Has Paul Dano been canceled? I don't know. I think maybe. I think I might have read that somewhere. It's, of course, Nightcrawler. Lots of mid-2000s YMS energy here. These are the sort of movies he would put in his top 10s. Which is lame, but you know. This next film, clearly some sort of Studio Ghibli film. I don't immediately recognize it with the tunnel with all of the treasure in it. Maybe Howl's Moving Castle, probably Howl's Moving Castle, but I'm not, I can't say. Next shot is, of course, The Shining. Next shot appears to be Jim Carrey sitting on the beach in The Truman Show. Lots of clocks. It looks like an early Disney movie. I can't think. Maybe King Arthur, maybe the, what do you call it, Sword in the Stone, but I don't know. It's, of course, The Big Lebowski, John Turturro's character with the cocaine pinky. It's Napoleon Dynamite. Spirited Away, of course, is the next film. Another Miyazaki. Aladdin after that. E.T. A film often misattributed to Tim Burton, who in fact did not direct it, A Nightmare Before Christmas. Of course, the famous garlic cutting from Goodfellas. Beauty and the Beast. Finding Nemo is the next film. It's, of course, Pulp Fiction with them driving up to, what's it called? Jackrabbit Slims or something. That is 2001: A Space Odyssey. And then this The End credit card could be on essentially any kind of 40s film. I do date it as it's definitely from a film in the 40s. Thank you very much. I think that Dunkey clearly has a good basis for cinephilia and film knowledge, but he really needs to start kind of challenging himself a little bit more. If it were up to me, I would start with kind of the early transcendental filmmakers. I'm, of course, talking about people like Carl Theodor Dreyer, Ozu, and Bresson. I would start with those. And then you sort of branch out into more difficult things. Anyway, I am single. Just thought I'd throw that out there if there's any lady out there who's very impressed with my knowledge today. Thank you very much.